I'm gonna record and record like this is like opinion on the game. Let me turn Well, the music, for one, the music is cool. I do like the new music in the game. Two, the ground. It's like when I stopped playing back in like 2016. There's a lot of things I missed. You can tell, like, all the new things have been added since then. But what really hurts is, like, here, if I want to get, like, the F3D, F80, like, these, like, the naval attack strike planes now, I have to go back up and go through this. I have to go get the A26 to the, you know. Because even though I was researching this at one point, that's why it's, like, researchable. But now, in order to research that, I have to re-go up there and research this and this. Luckily, I skipped out on the naval fighters because I had these three planes before I stopped playing, and then this was added way after the fact, so I don't have to get this because I'm already down to here. I already have the F2H fully researched. Then I just researched F9F 2 to get the F9F8, F3H, F8, which I kind of want at some point. F8U. Also, I do like the F104s being other F80s instead of having to go like F100 and F104. But here's the thing: grinding a tier 6 now is equivalent to grinding what a tier 5 was back then. Because look, F100T is on 390k RB and like 1.3 million credits total to buy it. That's just too much. What I wish they would do is they would be like, okay, do you want to have like a Korean reserve? So they would give people a Korean plane, like for people who want to specifically play that time zone. Or if people want to play like Vietnam or Gulf War planes, when they soon add tier 7 planes potentially, which would probably be like F14, F15, things like that. But overall, there's a lot more to grind now. Gives you a little bit more of a reason to play. I still feel like there's still a lot wrong with the game, especially at like tier 5, or you have like F86 here at 8.3, and then you have the Harrier here at 9.3, so you could get +1, and then now you're facing like carriers and stuff in RB. And there's like tech tree planes don't get, like at tier 5, there's tech tree planes that don't get rockets. But then there's a premium plane at tier 5. For example, the German G91 Premium could get rockets. It could get Sidewinders or Nord missiles. And that's very broken. The fact that there's no tech tree plane at tier 5 that gets rockets, but there's a tech tree plane or a premium plane at tier 5 that does get rockets. And they have to face, like, since this is 8.7, German G91 and the F86, F25 is 8.3 with no rockets, you can still have to face that, and you don't get rockets. Even if you're in the F80C and you get +1, it's 7.7, and +1 would still put you against 8.7 wins, which is just very annoying. Also, I don't like how Germany's got like a little bit of everything. Like, it's got Italian plane, it's got American F-84 type plane, and it's got IL-28. I guess it's East and West Germany. This would be East Germany. But like the grind to get the German MiG-20, the grind to get the German MiG and the German MiG-19 and stuff is way easier than the grind to get. Like, in order to get the MiG-19, the MiG-21, you would have to go through all of this to get a MiG-21 on the Russian side. But the German side, you could just immediately just go, oh, MiG-15, MiG-19, boom, MiG-21. The grind is a lot easier. But I think the grind to get the German Starfighter is a lot harder than the grind to get the American Starfighter because it's right there. To get the German Starfighter, you have to go through 2 CLs and an F-86K in order to get that. So you have to go through 3 planes to get the tier 6 instead of that on the American side. Same with the Chinese side. Like, China is a nation that came out after I stopped playing, so I have zero fins for China. I don't like how like it's like a mix of like American planes. You got some American planes, and you got some Chinese planes. Like Ka-84, and you have Russian, like SB2. I'm Russian, or I-16. And then you have like B-25. Like, why does China get a Mosquito? That just doesn't make sense. There's not specific Chinese-specific planes until you get down later in the tech tree where you start getting like the Chinese MiG-15, the J2, which is like the Chinese fake copy. Then you have like the Taiwan, like F5. Is the F5 American or is this actual like development? I feel like the F5 is probably a specific point to the Chinese nation, and it's not like an F-104, which is just an American plane given to them. Actually, it might be because it has that symbol, so it might be F5 that's just given to them. Then you have like the Chinese, like these are just Chinese knockoffs of Russian planes. That's what the China tech tree is. Like later, it's either Lend-Lease or lease out or whatever, or knockoffs. Like that doesn't make sense. And the same with the Italian planes. Like, actually, Italy's got a lot of Italy has a lot of planes that's actually like their own design, which is cool. And they use German guns. Except this, obviously, is just a BF-109 given to the Italian texture. Same, or like this. Like, look, Italy has F-104. Like, why does Italy get like this? Why doesn't it? Why? What's with this? What's with Italy giving planes from other nations just to fill the texture? This is fine because these are the G91s are planes that are of the country's own design. I feel like that should be in the game. That's good. But like leased or planes given to the nation to fill the tree from other nations, it just doesn't make sense. Same with France. Like France tech tree, like you have like French F6F, French SB2. Like they're just American planes given to the French, and a lot of the tech tree is that. Like look, all this whole line, you're gonna have to end up getting. Look, F-84. I mean, and it's technically an Israeli because it has an Israeli flag. I feel like Israel could be its own nation, to be honest. All this stuff Israel has that's spread out. Because also the American, for some reason, the American ground tree has got Merkavas. Or the Israeli lent out patent here. Or the Merkava, which is Israel's own design of tank, but isn't the American tree. Like, that does not make sense. This should just be in its own tree. Which, obviously, might come later on down the road, so then you don't have to spend whatever bullshit currency this is. Like, come on. It's locked behind a paywall to get a Merkava. And that's just not fun. Same with like all these like okay, these are more niche, I guess you could say. They're level 2 CA1. Like, come on, that should not be locked behind a paywall. Same with that. This thing though, you could actually grind for the Leopard 2. But like, German tanks are all of their own design for the most part, but still, for some reason Germany gets, I guess it's again East-West Germany, so then they get some stuff from America. Like M48 Super. What the fuck is an M4? Like what is it? It's like an M48, but it has like a armored turret on it, like a turret from like a first gen Abrams. With the composite armor and stuff, but it has no. It's just an M48 hull. That's weird. Wait. Hold on. So you mean to tell me that this is an M48 with a composite armor hull, but it has a gun of a leopard? But the hull of an M48? Like, what a tank somebody needs to take note. That'd be cool to have an M48 like that. You have an accurate gun from the leopard L783. Just... And don't even get me started on the ground version of this game. The only thing you need to do to be effective in ground combat is this. Old video card support. Like, come on. That needs to go away. Or that needs to be locked out for people who have an actual PC. Because I'm sitting here with an RTX 3070 and a 5900X. I don't need that. Like, I don't need that ultra low quality. That should just be locked out for people who have a good PC. Like, they should not... That should just be removed. The game should just remove it if you have something that's capable of playing the game on pretty much fully out, maxed out settings. But this is why I don't want to play tanks anytime soon. Or start grinding tanks up again anytime soon, because of this right here. And, I mean, hey, the grind now to get parts on tier 5 planes is like a lot simpler. Before, these would cost so much on a tier 5 plane to upgrade them. Now that they cost like a lot, like I don't even know how much less of a percentage. Now getting like an upgrade on a tier 5 plane is like getting an upgrade on a tier 4 plane in before, or maybe even a tier 3 plane before in the old system. Like, I wonder how much less expensive it is to upgrade like a tier 4 plane. Like, let's look at the F4 drop. Like, look how you can get that in like one round, like one good RB round of like a couple kills. You can legit get like one upgrade a round, and a couple rounds you'll have a fully maxed out plane, or spaded or ace. I don't know. I always say spade because it's a spade, it's a symbol of spade. But also ace, there's also a term, it's like an ace spade. So there's like different for ace, you would say. Wait. They... Okay, I'm finding something new. Like, there's a new 262. Like, what does this mean? Is that like a Night Fighter version? Or is this the fighter bomber? This is the one that gets bombs. Ah, yeah, okay, this is the one that gets bombs. It's like a fighter bomber 262. But, see, at least it's in its own tab, so you don't have to get it. Same with the C1A and C2B. You don't have to get it. But in order to fulfill the amount to get the next tier unlocked, like for example, let me go to a nation I don't have tier 6 unlocked. So I have to get 5 tier 5 planes. Or you have to purchase them. You don't have to crew slot them. You just have to have a research and purchase. Like for example, I have this research, but I don't have the credits. So that technically is 2 tier. I'm at 2 tier 5. So you could easily skip lines to instantly get like, oh, look, MiG 17 is a tier 6. Look, oh, you just get the 3 Yaks, 1 MiG 9, and 1 MiG 15. You don't even have to get the MiG 15 this to get the MiG 17 because it's in its own thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you have all the rest of this right now. 380 KRP. That's just 390 KRP. I mean, at least it kind of caps out. If you look between the MiG 19 all the way down to the MiG 21, it's like 390 KRP per. It caps. There's like a cap. And again, in order for me to get like some of the cool, like, this was a plane I wanted in the game a long time ago, the Lightning. But why is it the F6 version and not like, why is, like, yeah, it's Lightning F6, but there's different versions. Why is there only one specific version? Why not add just the whole series of them at once? I guess that'd be so much work. Or I mean, I guess this is the Mark 1, so this makes sense because it's the first version of the plane, Scimitar Mark 1. Out of how many versions there are. And why is there 2 premium Harriers, right? So there's a premium British Harrier and a premium American Harrier. And then there's the normal version in the tech tree, which I guess it makes sense. So you have the premium version and the normal version. I mean, that's all cool. Like, a lot of this is actually kind of cool now. But because I had this unlocked and I was researching it a little bit, now in order to re-get that, I have to research these 3. So it's like a big stopgap. But my way that I wanted to do this tech tree here. I had the Meteor Mark 3, then I wanted to get the Meteor Mark 4s, both of them. Because then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, Meteor Mark 8, and then at least right to the Javelin and the Lightning. Or I could skip one of these to get one of these. Or maybe that and that to get the Hunters as well. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's like that's all. It's like what you gotta do, but like it's mad expensive. Like 99k RP, 100, and then like the gap to get the second other I think it's the Meteor Long Wing and this is the Meteor Short Wing. And they're all 8.0, and there's planes at this battle rating that could get like 7.7. Does it get rockets? No. They don't get rockets. All these Tech Tree Meteors don't get air-to-air rockets. They get like ground attack rockets, but they don't get the air-to-air rockets to match out. Like, look, okay. Here's the prime example of why I'm angry. I'm pretty sure this premium version. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, in order to get a British plane at Tier 5 with Tech Tree rockets, you have to get the Swift F7. The Swift F7... Yeah. Hold on. Okay, yeah, Swift F7. This is Tech Tree Tier 5 and its rockets at 8.7. But does Venom at 8.7 get air-to-air rockets? No. Like, how balanced is that? Oh, but wait, there's more. Okay, there's more I have to rant about here, about what's going on. The Seahawk, the German but British plane, okay? Because this is a British plane. 8.0. German tech tree, though. It's in the premium tech tree. It's a premium plane with rockets. But look, the German G91 tech tree plane doesn't get rockets, but the G91 premium plane gets air-to-air rockets. Like, gets Nords or AIM-9Bs. The plane in the tech tree does not get rockets, but the premium plane does. Like, both of the premium planes at Tier 5 for Germany get rockets, but the tech tree ones at Tier 5 don't. And that's exactly my reasoning on what are they thinking with balancing. Oh, also, since I had this researched, but I have to buy this before I buy this, even though it's fully researched. So in order for me to start researching the F-84F, I actually have to spend a ton of credits just to buy these two. To also, well, I could research it, but I won't be able to get it until I get this and this. Like, I won't be able to buy it through it. But because I had this, I can, and I have this fully researched, I just have to buy it. what about Japan's planes? R2Ys, Kikakai 200, F86 F30, F86 F40, F86 F40, Japan. The Japan F40 Saber gets air-to-air rockets. Why don't they give the air-to-air rockets to the other versions of the Saber? Why don't they give AM9Bs to the A5, F25, and F2? Why does Japan get a special Saber in its tech tree that gets rockets? But, like, the F2, which I haven't bought yet, does not get air-to-air rockets. The F25 doesn't get rockets. Or even the premium F35 Saber. I don't think this gets air-to-air rockets either. No. So why does Japan get a Saber with air-to-air rockets, but America doesn't? What makes it so special? And like, I guess it's whatever Lend-Lease said, but these two planes, the Mitsubishi T2 and the Mitsubishi F1, they make sense because they're of that nation's own design. They designed everything. They designed the plane. Their guns are from of their own design. The engine, unless it's a Lend-Lease engine, like licensed production of a different engine. Oh, what about the Japan F40 Saber? Look, there's two F40 Sabers. There's one in the premium. There's one in the normal tech tree, and then there's a premium version. Does it get air-to-air rockets? Yup. It's a premium plane that gets air-to-air rockets. I might actually buy it. Just to grind up, because I do actually want the Mitsubishi T2 and F1. I actually do. They look fucking sick. I feel like these are the coolest looking planes in the game, in my opinion. I don't know why. I like the design. Kind of want though. If I would get any like more crazy jet, it'd be the Starfighters, any of them, any version, and these ones. Look, I do want the Starfighters. I don't really care for the M4 Phantom, but yeah. Like, also the naval strike aircraft, especially the A7 or the F8U. Or even F3H. These are also cool. I do want those and like these mainly. But I might have to go through all these in order to get to these. Which is a grind and a half, and obviously I don't have premium. I used to have premium all the time back in 2014, 2015, but now I don't. And I don't know if I should. I don't know if this game is worth spending any more money on. I've spent a ton of money on this game before, when I was mainly playing it. But yeah, there's just a lot of things in this game, man, that some of it is cool, but some of it, the grind to get to some of the cool stuff is very annoying. And Tanks just has that one setting that just makes it not fun. So I'm not even going to attempt to go and try to get, like, the T9 Type 90. But I do hope they add more nations, obviously. More nations, more content, more stuff to potentially get. Oh, French planes. I do kind of want French planes. Like, I do kind of want the Mirage 3. I really do want the Mirage 3. I do like how I've always liked the X-ray setting system, because if you highlight over the engine, you can clearly see that it's a plane with afterburner, because it has an afterburner. I do like that you can see like a plane that has afterburner. Like, see this jet here that has no afterburner. Oh yeah, I totally forgot to mention Sweden planes. I do want the J35, dude. This thing looks fucking crazy cool. Not gonna lie, that plane looks crazy. Even the J32. The J32 also looks like pretty crazy, and it gets half an afterburning engine, which I might actually end up buying this just to easily grind through tech tree, because this grinds all is max effective at 1, all the way from rank 1 to all the way to rank 7. And I have 14.6 convertible RP, but in order to use that, I have to use premium currency. Because if I was able to just freely use that for free, which I think it was called free RP before, and then they changed it over because there was confusion of it being free, but you actually had to pay to use it. I could easily put money into the game to burn through 14 million convertible RP to finish off a ton of tech trees. Like 14 million RP, I could easily finish off the American tree. I could easily finish off like the German tree and maybe even the British air tree. But it's the question of, can I be asked to spend money? But let's be honest, I probably would if I felt like it was worth it. Okay. Are these top tier jets worth it? Yeah, because then I'd be able to instantly start getting even higher stuff when they add the stuff later on down the road. Like, you know, the F-14, which will probably go under the Phantom. I'm gonna hazard a guess when tier 7 jets gets added, it's gonna be like F-14, F-15, and they're gonna be straight in this line here. And like MiG-23, MiG-20, whatever's after the MiG-21. Oh, also the new, like, the Yakolev design jets that they could add under here, and like the Frogfoot and things like that they could add under here. I just gotta wait and see where the game goes. And I don't know, Avro Vulcan. Where is the Avro Vulcan? Or just in general, the Vulcan, the Valiant, and the other one. I don't remember the other one. The British V-bombers. But yeah. There's a little rant.